So I wanted to give you guys an update on what's been going on recently. My last post, my last reel, was not the update. It was just a reflection on what I've been through for the past 3 years. So I've been updating you guys in stories and stuff. I'm very careful. I still wear my mask. I have issues. Had issues before COVID. Definitely have plenty more after. So I was very careful. And the funny thing is, we were always afraid that my husband or my daughter would bring it home because my daughter's in second grade. Well, they bring home a lot of crap. And my husband, he works from home, but sometimes he'll go in when he has to. But yeah, so we were always afraid that my husband or my daughter would bring it home, and neither of them did. I caught it. I don't even know how. Like, if you guys look back on my last post, the past week and a half, maybe even 2 weeks, I think. The only place I'd been was at a Victoria's Secret, but inside the store it was empty. Nobody was in there. Early hours when the old folks shop, so why would they be in Victoria's Secret? I'm I don't know where I caught it from, but I ended up catching it, and I ended up giving it to my husband. But we somehow managed to not pass it to our kids. So my husband did get it because of me, but we are so grateful that we were able to somehow manage not giving it to our kids. And I feel like wearing the masks inside the house when we're around each other helped, and to stop us from spreading our germs to our kids. So let me take you guys back. I knew something was brewing for weeks. I just had this feeling, and the universe was telling me something's coming. February is coming. Something is coming. And that was, after I got that, my third red ribbon sign, which has not been answered for yet. So my symptoms started on a Sunday. Started with a sore throat, and I had heaviness in the chest, and it just kept getting worse throughout the day. And then on Monday, a day later, I started getting really bad pain that started at my knees and went all the way up to my hips. And it was just constant pain. And it wasn't as bad of a pain as what I had in my arm when I went to the ER for that and they found more blood clots. That was level 10 pain. That reminded me of labor pains and giving birth all over again. It was that painful. This was at a 7. It was like a 7 or 8. It did not reach level 10, but it was pretty severe and it was pretty painful. It was weird. So that, along with throbbing in my neck, that's how blood clots present themselves in my neck to me. When I had the one in my internal jugular vein, the pain was like right below the ear on my neck during workouts. When I would get a good blood pump, it was because of that blood clot. And, for almost 2 years, like, I thought like it was some type of a blockage, but I did not know that it was called a blood clot. And I developed that during my first infection with COVID. It just took us 2 years to get there, to, get the testing done, everything else, and finally find someone who would listen to me and do the testing that needed to be done, the right testing. But anyways, so I started about a week and a half before these COVID symptoms started. I was getting a throbbing pain in the back of my neck, towards the back. So I'm thinking, okay, it could possibly be my external jugular vein this time. I could have a blood clot in my external jugular veins. I'm like, I need to get it checked out. But, this isn't enough to send me to the ER. We've already been through this, okay? I have chronic ER type symptoms. I need a lot more to get me in. A lot more. I don't want to just call up my hematologist and be like, hey, can we get this scan done? I'm suspecting a blood clot here. He's very stingy with scans, and he didn't even want to run a progress scan on my left arm. So we don't even know the status of my left arm. I could still very well have a blood clot in my left arm. We don't know. But the one in my leg is gone. But yeah, so I was getting pain in the back of my neck for during workouts for about a week and a half, and I'm like, oh shit. here we go again. I had a suspicion. I wasn't confident with it, but I'm like, it could be a blood clot, or it may not be. I don't know. But I kept telling the universe, I'm like, I need more signs to get me into the ER, okay? More. So as the weeks went on, other things just started happening. And I kept telling the universe, I'm like, I need more. This ain't gonna take me either. And things kept happening. And then, and it finally led up to here, going to urgent care. And since October, I was also having lightheadedness and dizziness. I was having lightheadedness and dizziness. And my hematologist and I were trying to chalk it up to my low iron levels. But when I got the IVs done and everything else, and my symptoms didn't go away, it has to be something else. I don't think it was my iron causing these symptoms at all, and the chest pains and stuff. I'm still struggling here, you guys. My husband's thriving. He's out at a Valentine's Day dance with our daughter, and I was supposed to go, and my son was supposed to go, but then they said it was one parent per child and one couple only, and yeah, the whole other thing, and so yeah, we weren't able to go. So he's off and thriving and fine. I'm still struggling. I'm still sick, even though I tested negative. It's a cycle for me.